Hi, Attorney Steve Vondran. Welcome back to another exciting video. We are talking in this video about trademark registration renewals and maintenance. What do you do after you secure your trademark? There's a few certain steps that you have to keep in mind as a trademark owner. We're going to cover them here real quick. So let's, without further ado, head out to my mini whiteboard. We're going to call this my mini whiteboard, and we're going to give you an example here, okay? So say you register your trademark on 4/15/20, April 15th, 2010. Okay, 2010, right here. And you got it registered. As we know, as this notes here, trademarks can potentially last forever as long as you continue to use them and stick with your renewals and your maintenance, okay? The things that you have to do after you get your trademark. The trademark can last literally forever. It becomes a very, very important corporate asset, okay? So you got your trademark. It could last forever. Some initial things here. You want to keep your contact information up to date. If you change your address, things like that, your emails, your contact, keep that up to date. The owner information, if for some reason the ownership would change, keep it there. If you're going to be assigning the trademark, that all comes through here. It's right up here through our online teas. You can file right up there, okay? And I have a number if you need. Trademark Office is really great. The United States Patent Trademark Office. They were very helpful there. I have always found them to be very helpful. I like working with them straight up, So there's a 800 number, 800-786-9199, uspto.gov. Okay, so now here's the big thing, though. After you get your registration, you get your certificate. The certificate will tell you what your date of registration is. If you're curious, like from what date do I start, look at your trademark certificate. It'll show you. But say we're using 4/15/2010. Your first step is going to be on the 5th and the 6th year. Can you see that here? On your 5th and your 6th year, you're going to be filing what's called a Section 8 declaration. That's very simple. You're letting the trademark office know that you're still using your mark. You're still using it 5 years later. Why? A lot of times people drop out in here. They try it for a year or 2 years. They quit their business. So they force you in your 5th or 6th year to make sure you're telling them, yes, I'm still using all my goods and services. Here's a specimen, and also paying the fee. Of course, everything has a fee in government. So it's a filing and a fee, as we say. That's on your 5th and 6th year. So as using my example, on 4/15/16 would be your deadline. Do you see that? So that's 6 years out. You can file early in your 5th year, or you can take it to the deadline. I like to file things early. Mark it in your calendar. When you're a trademark owner, you get your trademark. Mark that in your calendar when you're going to go do that. If not, you could lose your trademark, or it could be subject to cancellation. No good, okay? Then the next filing that you will encounter, this is on your 9th and 10th year. So as you see here, this is 2010, this is 2020, about a decade later. Okay, that's why I say mark it down in your calendars. You probably will forget, okay? You'll probably forget. But this is when you file what's called the Section 9 request for renewal. This is where you're actually renewing. This one is kind of the Section 8 declaration, kind of letting them know that it's still in use. This one you're saying, hey, I want to renew within the 9th or 10 years. So you got to renew it. If you don't renew it, again, there'll be a grace period, about a 6-month grace period. After that, you're going to be locked out. You're going to have to start all over again. You could lose your mark. You could lose the valuable intellectual property and the goodwill that goes with your mark. Not good. And then after that, every 10 years, so here I mark 4/15/30, every 10 years you're going to go through this process again. Okay, now that could go on forever. If the company is passed on to somebody else someday, it just goes on and on and on forever. So keep everything up to date, keep them up to contact, get your 5th and your 10th year in there, and realize that you have to do that. Now, one other thing I have here, it's really small, but you can see it here. I don't know if I can get it in a little close here. Section 15. This is where you're going to the United States Trademark Office and you're saying, hey, my mark, my trademark or my service mark, my mark is on the principal register and I have been using this in commerce continuously for 5 years. I want you to declare my mark incontestable, incontestability status. This is a Section 15 filing right there, very important. don't miss it. Why? It makes it where people cannot. There are some very limited grounds where you could still try to challenge it, but in essence, it becomes incontestable. So if you have a trademark dispute with somebody, you know your mark is valid and not subject to cancellation for the most part, okay? So these are your main filings. If you know this, you know about trademarks, renewals, and maintenance, you're ready to go. I have another video. Make sure you don't miss it. I have almost 200,000 views now. How to file my trademark without a lawyer. So people just seem to love that. It's a great video, and it's a great educational video. So that's about it. I just wanted you to know a little bit more about keeping things in order after you get your trademark. Attorney Steve Vondran, have a great Saturday. Actually, it's a Sunday. Have a Sunday fun day. Thank you for watching our channel. We're about to hit 25,000 subscribers. Thank you guys all for doing that and for watching and sharing my videos and commenting, all that stuff. That helps. So we're going to hit it this year. We're going to hit it in 2020. And then next decade, I don't know, next decade, maybe I'll go for incontestability status. What do you think?
I like it.
Frontline Lisa, everybody. Have a great day. I got to run. Bye now.